the chicken thigh. Like, what really makes it more favorable than the chicken breast? I'm gonna show you how to make it more juicier when you're cooking, how to trim it down, and most importantly, the easy steps on how to season it and sear it. Now, whether you're dealing with the chicken thigh or the chicken breast, it's all the same when it comes to preparing it. So what we need to do is we need to even this out so we have a nice even cooking. So the first thing we're gonna do is trim it or slightly fillet it. You want this whole piece to be pretty much thin. Now, why is that important? No matter which one you're cooking, because you want even cooking, and that's what makes it cook fast and juicy. Now, once you fillet your thighs down, or even breast for that matter, I prefer to season them a little bit and let it sit in the refrigerator 20-30 minutes. I'm gonna use a little cracked pepper, a little kosher salt, some fresh thyme, and some garlic powder. Really good and simple. And just season those thighs or breasts up, whatever you're cooking. So I'm just gonna set this in my plate, and you can let these rest and sit in your refrigerator for about 20-30 minutes. An hour wouldn't hurt. Sometimes the more the better, because you get more flavor. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna sear it up very easy. Now we got the chicken out. I've added a little sauce, a little pre-marinade to it, just so I can get some caramelization, because that's how I'm gonna like it. Get you a hot pan and then put a little bit of oil in there and coat the bottom. Let that sit in there for a few seconds. Now, literally, you wanna take the chicken thigh and drop it right in the pan. Now, there's a very important rule. You wanna sear this on one side 3 to 4 minutes. Do not touch it. Don't poke it, don't shove it, don't move it. Let it sit just like this. And then when you flip it over, it would have a nice sear on it. The purpose of this is because the sear allows it to lock the flavor and juices inside the meat, and that's what you want. Now that it's been a few moments, look at that. That's what we want right there. And you can see how it's flexing. This is really tender. I should probably put it down before I drop it. Look at that. That's the other side, and that's the other side. Just like that. Beautiful color. Now, sometimes what'll happen is you'll have these little pockets that flip over in the chicken. So you want to flatten those out so you can make sure you cook those all the way through as well. All right, now that it's done, we can take that off the heat. Make sure you've cooked all sides. As you see, it's falling apart here. And now we can let this rest and we can cut it up. Now, if you look at these right here, these are obviously very well cooked all the way through. But the one thing you do not want to do is you do not want to take a knife and cut into this already, because the juices are moving all around the inside. That's true for thighs, breasts, even a steak. Whenever you cook meat, you want to let it rest just a little bit so those juices can settle. Otherwise, you cut the steak and all the juices run out on the cutting board. That's not a good thing. All right, we have let this rest for a few moments, and I'm just gonna show you how easy it is to cut through. Now, you can use this on anything you want. You can use this on pasta. You can make a sandwich with it. Look at this. Nice and cooked all the way through. And it's absolutely, it's tender. And it's so good. And listen, this is nothing about disparaging those who love breast. I love to eat breast as well, depending on what I'm cooking. But thighs just have an extra edge when it comes to the flavor. If you prefer breasts over thigh or thigh over breast, put it down in the comment section and let me know. I really like to know what the verdict is. So enjoy, and I hope this video helps you thigh lovers out there.